looking on both sides here. So let's take the side of signing him first. So I could see it both ways where you would sign him in November because that way you know more about your team. And maybe in that case, you say, we really don't need Odell. But then you could look at that and say, well, he would be nice for insurance. So let's go sign him. Great. We're going to move some money around. We're going to sign him. He's here in November.
Mm-hmm.
If you sign him now, that could be good because then he would be able to get acclimated with Buffalo, with the training staff, with the strength and conditioning coaches. And we know how great the Bills are with, sports science and their
Yeah.
doctors and their strength and rehab and all that stuff. So they might say, hey, if you're going to play with us, we want to rehab you for the next 2 months. We want you in our facilities doing all of our workouts and our rehab, and we're going to get you strong so that you're ready to play the first game of November or whenever they put that timetable on him. So that's another advantage. And then he can learn the playbook and he can start hanging out with the guys. He can go hang out with Diggs and Allen. I mean, imagine Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Von Miller, and Odell going out in Chippewa or whatever. I mean, I don't think they will, but imagine just seeing the four of them out, I mean, years ago, the Bills used to market their running backs. I love Fred Jackson and CJ Spiller, but they were like the face of the franchise. Now you have four of the top guys in the NFL. But okay, so on the flip side, with all this Odell hype, I don't want to say that he is needed. I think it would be nice. And I think it actually kind of helps that he is recovering from an injury because it gives you time to think. If you don't want to sign him, like I was just saying, if you don't want to sign him right now and get him into your facilities, you have a couple months to make that decision. And like I was saying, you could either look at it and say, yeah, this is some great insurance. Let's go sign him. And then he can be part of our Super Bowl push. Or this is the biggest problem, and I've seen some people talk about in the comments, he would be hindering the growth of our other receivers. I mean, we've been talking about it all offseason. How does it fit in with McKenzie and Crowder trying to figure out the slot? And then you have Shakir going for wide receiver 5, maybe. I mean, you might want him to have a bigger role. And then you have Isaiah Hodgins coming up. So where does Odell fit? Because he's Odell Beckham Jr. He's definitely going to be in the top 3, right? Maybe 4, because they usually use the slot as wide receiver 3.
Right.
So he's definitely going to be in your top 4. That means probably Crowder, Shakir, Hodgins, if he makes it, and Coomer will all get pushed down. So, and maybe McKenzie, based on how they use him and Crowder. So if that's the case, let's just say all those guys, other than Diggs and Davis, would you want to push down all those other guys, especially if they're having a great season? That's tough.
Yeah, exactly. That's tough, man.